Okay, that sounds alright. I'll have to figure out... Do you know how to play violin by any chance, James?
No.
Okay, cool. This is what I'm trying to achieve. This class aims to initiate a dialogue between participants about their subjective view of placement of instrumentation within a performed piece of music. But due to the limited nature of each instrument and musical form, participants' skills are equalised and allows all people to experience decisive music creation. The aim of this class is to demystify music for non-musicians and allow participants to express musical expression through music with very few skills. Using basic song structure in the form of crescendo, taking away scales and chords, and pre-deciding meaning of timbre will allow for a challenge for musicians and ease of access for non-musicians. This also may teach the value of improvisation and potentially spark an interest in music by normalising instrument interaction through the use of many instruments. Secondary aim is to promote music growth and to promote music for a wide range of people and introduce music to people. So we're just going to get set up. We'll figure it out.
Someone just plays every instrument, I can just sit in the middle and be like, oh my god, this is such an assault on the fence.
You should get a wee thing for the snare, because it's kind of hard to play a snare like this.
Oh yeah. The idea is to just get random people playing music. I think that's really cool. So I'd like for you to go and play each instrument and write down an emotion or a word that describes the instrument.
Okay, I have two. That is cool.
You grab it with the thing and you have your normal control.
Words.
So it's a class experimenting with our semiotic relationship with instruments, but at the same time it's an introduction for music for people.
Yeah.
We go around each instrument and we play with them a little bit, and we write down what we think emotion is contained within each instrument, or where that instrument is placed within music in an emotional context.
Yeah.
And then eventually I'm going to pick out of a hat different strong emotions, and we're going to gather the instruments and we're going to create crescendos and decrescendos with the instruments we collect based on those complex emotions I feel.
Let's give it a shot.
It's kind of hard, isn't it? Write down a word or emotion that's associated with the instrument. We're going to play them all together if you want.
Sounds good.
Yeah, go just have a wee shake of each one and try and think of a word. We're going to talk about it.
What are you writing on here?
Sort of associated words and emotions with each instrument. What we're going to do is go around and read them out. So if everyone wants to grab a little bit of paper and then tell us what they wrote about that, what everyone has wrote about the instrument.
Beach vibe, gentle waves, sound, Mexico, calm and gentle.
Calm, gentle. So what do you give it a shake? What do you think? Do you agree with it?
Yes, yeah, pretty calm.
Pretty gentle.
Mexico.
I get the Mexican vibe, yes. I feel Mexico, yes.
Why is it?
No, I get it.
It's wet, soft, seed, and fundamental.
Why do you think they chose fundamental?
Yeah, that's an interesting word, yeah.
Because it's very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, it reminds me of traditional Indian Garba,
Cool.
which is a feeling of nostalgia and a feeling of togetherness.
Great.
And, yeah, and a peaceful. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I like the idea of nostalgia. If you played it before, if it's something that reminds
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I played it before as well, but I played this as so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. So, what have people said about it?
It is groovy, excitement,
Cool.
tradition, rain,
Right.
I think, and exciting.
Yeah.
This is the hat. So I'm going to pull out a couple of sort of more complex emotions, and what we're going to do is go and pick out instruments that we've decided are related to that emotion. Okay, so the first one is rage. So go and grab whatever instruments you think reflect rage well. Okay, so there's a musical form called crescendo, and the idea behind crescendo is that you start very quietly and then slowly you build up to the loudest you can get, and then you decrescendo as you go from very very loud to very very quiet. Okay, so
So you want us to go from quiet to loud to quiet again?
yes, that's right. And what I'm gonna do is when I'm like this is when we're at our quietest, and I'm like this is when we're at our loudest. So, how fast is rage?
There we go.
Okay, cool. So,
Nice.
Ryan, well, why don't you start us off, Ryan?
For what? For rage?
Or rage? We're gonna start really quietly down here.
low.
Should we start slow tempo as well, or should you start at the same tempo?
Well, what do you think? Does rage speed up? Does it start?
Yeah, I think rate speeds up.
Rage
builds.
speeds up.
That's when people see red.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is slowly, one by one, we're gonna come in, and we're gonna start with Ryan. Okay, so it's down here. Like the rage or something? Does it sound rageful? Yeah. Feel anger? So who wants to choose the next one? The next one is sleep.
Sleep.
So go and grab all the instruments that you find are associated with sleep. What does lovely sound to you?
Lovely rather than love.
Well, it is
Lovely
love.
is different than love.
I think lovely for me would be something charming, love and romance. And maybe what we could do is I'm going to start and you just keep joining. It's quite lovely, isn't it? well, it's an experiment to see how we can, with very few instruments and very few skills, how we can produce something that's meaningful and reflects meaning without reflects emotion without knowing very much.
Yeah. I did a course about the philosophy of music, and it was kind of trying to like express how certain music and how certain types of music, especially in classical music, are trying to convey feeling. And it was like really hard to like, for example, like how would you represent the sea on music? And it was like really hard to like come up with actual definitions of how sound, how we, I guess, intellectualize sound, whilst it's a very emotional medium.
I think if I was doing a composition or I was writing a piece of music with an instrument, I think it's much easier to convey emotion this way because, for example, excitement, you might have big jumps, big leaps,
Yeah.
or love could be more a legato melody.
Yeah.
But the idea with this concept is that you can still portray emotions with very simplistic instrumentation
Yeah.
and allow people who don't play music to still have the experience of being able to join in and express themselves musically without actually knowing very much music.
Yeah.
I think that's the main sort of experiment we tried to like do today. But what do you think? Do you think we like got into some sort of like reflected emotions well? Maybe?
I felt like the most successful one was lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely and
It
love.
was anger.
Anger, yeah.
Anger.
Sleep as well was really nice.
Sleep was sleep
Nice,
was
yeah.
good.
Sleep was very peaceful, very mellow, like just everyone just playing slowly, just not like rage or just like everyone's like, you know, like bit more
Yeah.
power melody and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that's pretty much what I had planned today. It was fun. Thank you very much for taking part. I guess we can finish all this up and then maybe just play some music.